What's going on, nation, and welcome to Ask Scott and Sean, episode 10. And we're actually in our studio. We're in the upstairs portion. All these mats and things in the middle right here, that's going to be a boxing ring, a 26-foot boxing ring. So we're super pumped about that. But for right now, we got 3 questions for you guys. Sean's going to talk to us about what the questions are about, and then we're going to go over them. So Sean, what are we talking about today?
Some of the stuff we're going to go over in these questions will include imbalances, so muscular imbalances. We'll go over hunger, and we're going to go over muscular failure or some muscles failing out in the middle of a workout, and what are some of the things that we can do to prevent that or to try to change that situation. I'm really excited that we're doing this, the 10th episode of Ask Scott and Sean. I like the positive feedback that everyone's bringing.
And the negative feedback.
Some of the negative feedback is really entertaining as well, so keep it coming, guys.
Yeah, like I said, we're getting on a schedule. We're going to try and put these things out every couple weeks. And we're also building a most commonly asked questions page on the Scott Herman Fitness website, scotthermanfitness.com. But we're also still going to do Ask Scott and Sean. So don't think that if we have that fact page that we're not going to do these. It's just more to help you guys. So if you have a question, send it to questions@scotthermanfitness.com. Let's get started with the first question. The first question is from Kaelan Ellis. Kaelan Ellis. Hey, Scott. My chest and shoulders are my genetic weak point, and I was wondering what I should do to catch them up. I don't want to continue to develop the rest of my body at a higher rate than my chest and shoulders. Would I want to dedicate more time to them or back off from other body parts, or what? Personally, I would never back off other body parts because then they're just going to get weaker, and that's not a great idea. Some things that you can do is maybe try eating more and then to try and get more calories into your body so you can focus on building some more muscle. And when you're hitting your shoulders and you're hitting your chest, maybe you're not hitting them from as many different points as you should be hitting them. Maybe your chest workout is only like 3 exercises and you're not hitting it too hard just because you don't have a spotter. You know, same thing with shoulders. Shoulders is a tough exercise, a tough routine to do if you're doing a lot of weight. If you're doing dumbbell shoulder press, you don't have someone there spotting you, you're not going to be pressing that much weight, or you're not going to get those forced repetitions. So I'm wondering if you have a workout partner or a spotter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
what do you think?
I think there's a few different things you can do. So this goes at 2 different ends of the spectrum. You can separate your chest day and your shoulder day. Make sure there's like 2 to 3 days in between those workouts so you can get the most out of them so you're not fatiguing them.
Yeah, maybe if he's doing chest and shoulders on the same day, he's not able to allocate enough time to each one or have enough strength.
Or the opposite, which is doing chest and shoulders on the same day if they're not, and they might be able to get some extra muscle fiber out of it, some extra muscle fiber stimulation that they weren't getting before. Obviously, they want to make sure they're going heavy enough on the weight, but not so heavy that it's bothering their shoulders and those joints, the rotator cuff up there as well. So using dumbbells is definitely something you might want to focus on if you're not already focusing on it, because that way you can get a little bit more isolation into each part separately. As bench, when people do bench press, like a barbell press, they tend to, like, if they have a stronger side, sometimes they'll be doing this the whole time and pushing up with the right a little bit more, not realizing how much stronger their right side is getting.
Maybe your intensity needs to go up. If you go on YouTube and just type in the word chest, you know, my chest workout pops up number 1, which is pretty cool, but it's a drop set routine. You know, maybe you're not hitting your chest hard enough. Some people just do pressing motions when they do chest workouts because that's all they think to do. They're not doing any type of fly. You know, and you can do a fly many different ways. You use a cable machine. You can do downward flies, middle flies, upward flies. You do the same thing with dumbbells laying down on a bench. Maybe you're just not activating enough muscle fibers in your chest to get it to grow.
Yeah, I personally love flies. I make sure I get at least 2 workouts with flies on a chest day because that's what gives you the edge. That's what gives you that separation, I believe.
And shoulders are tough too. I mean, even Sean gives me crap all the time saying that I have to do more for my shoulders, you know, and you know, I don't do a lot of like reverse flies or
post delts. Yeah,
I don't do a lot of post delt stuff just because, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I hate doing shoulder workouts. They're boring as hell, and I don't want to do it. But
he does it now.
I do it now since Sean said something, because he said that, like, I'm really easy to piss off. Sean's like, your back of your shoulder looks a little smaller than it should be. So I'm like, you know what, Sean? F you, Sean. But yeah, so I mean, that's our suggestion. Maybe, you know, do some negative stuff. if you want to work your chest and shoulders maybe twice in a week, give yourself 3 days rest in between before you hit them again hard. And then like Sean suggested to me before we started this video, you could focus on the negative parts, which is if you're doing a chest press, going down real slow, really like keep everything nice and flexed, nice and tight, and then exploding on the way up, and make sure you have a workout partner to spot you, so when you go down slow, you don't get stuck.
Yeah, all good points. You can try any of those.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Let's move on to the next question from Norek. Hey Scott, I'm a big fan of yours, and I want to ask you a question. I'm 21 and I've been working out for almost 1 year now. I'm on a strict meal plan and I haven't been eating junk food for so long now that I just got used to it. I'm always told that I have to eat 6 small meals a day every 2 to 3 hours. The problem is I get hungry so often that sometimes it's hard to wait even for 2 hours. I'm happy with my progress and my results so far. I currently have 6% body fat, but I feel that I'm always hungry no matter what I eat and what I eat. Is this normal? And if it is, how do I battle the hunger?
So let me ask you this first. Do you have some days when you tend to get hungrier than others?
Yes, like today I've been hungry all day.
And have you been eating all day?
Yes.
Yeah.
My body fat ranges between 4 and 6 depending on if I go for a run, if I poop before I do the body fat test, or when I ate last. You know, my body's always ripped and everything's always lean and cut and I'm always vascular. But to stay that way is hard because you're teeter-tottering on this line of always being kind of hungry. So you got to feed yourself, especially now too. I'm just trying to get a little leaner. Don't make fun of me. I'm trying to get a little leaner. So now I'm going to the gym in the morning. Now if you're very active throughout the day, and I'm going to assume that Norek is probably active in the morning too, or doing a workout in the morning. Now you have a fast metabolism already. Now on top of that, you're jump-starting it even more by stretching and exercising in the morning. Now your body's like, it's hunger time. I'm hungry all day long. But you know, a small meal is different from person to person. Like think about a little kid. A small meal to a little kid is like a snack for you while you watch your favorite cartoons on Cartoon Network. You know what I mean? So maybe your small meal is too small.
Someone that's like, 6% at 250.
Yeah, exactly.
A small meal is, or a snack is maybe as big as one of your small meals.
Exactly.
So same idea.
Maybe Norek, maybe try utilizing the Scott Herman Fitness meal plan because that's going to show you exactly how to eat so you can maintain the muscle mass that you have and be satisfied. Keep in mind that if you cut out too much fat, fat keeps you satisfied. Yep. So if you don't have enough fat in your diet, you're going to be hungry. If you're not drinking enough water, you're going to get the mental buzzer's going to go off that you're hungry, but you're really thirsty. There's lots of things that you can do, but you should never starve yourself. No,
you might get a little loopy too if you don't have enough water. But so it's an important.
That's why I'm loopy.
That is why you're loopy. So there's a lot of different factors. One thing I think I should mention is nutritional timing. So Scott talked about the fats. You want to make sure you're getting your fats in at the right time, so your body's not craving it all the time. Because the body, to me, like when I see people who haven't had enough fat during the day, they start to like. Carbs is one thing, but fats, people like get mad really quick and they get crazy. They're like, I'm fucking hungry.
Oh my god, I was watching
my French
swearing on my YouTube video. I abbreviated the words.
The F.
You know what? I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race last night with my girlfriend, and it's funny. I sat next to RuPaul at the GLAAD Awards. Actually, he's very cool. He's very quiet in person. He said he doesn't like all these people around him all the time. But yeah, never mind. Anyway, so
I haven't seen RuPaul in forever.
Yeah, dude. So I was watching the show, and one of the girls made a comment, and she was like, "This has least fat in it, so I can eat as many as I want." It's like, no, you can't do that, guys. You need fat, and if something has less fat, it still has probably more than enough of other things. And now, if you're eating too much, yeah, exactly. Usually, if something's low in this, it's high in something else. So read the whole label.
One last point. Your stomach will shrink and will grow with how much food you eat. So if you're eating a little bit more than your body's used to, your stomach will start to grow. And when your stomach starts to grow, it will get hungrier more often.
Your stomach re-expands. Like people have like surgeries where they have like their stomach cut open and pieces taken out, and then it just re-expands over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they overeat, which people who have surgery like that tend to do. So I personally...
People who eat like 80 hot dogs in those hot dog contests, like... I couldn't do that.
No, I don't want to do that.
Throw up.
But I like when I get my stomach to grow and I get hungrier because I know I'm getting anabolic and I'm getting bigger and stronger. But at the same time, on those days when I haven't really eaten too much, you know, I can see my abs a little bit more. They pop a little bit more, and I don't tend to get as hungry. So if I start eating, you know, I may see this big meal and I'll eat like half of that meal and I'm already full.
Mm-hmm.
So that day, like I only eat 2 meals and I'm like barely hungry.
Yeah, if I you know, unfortunately, you know, the community page takes a lot of time, and I'm in front of my computer a lot. And on those days, if I don't go to the gym in the morning to do stuff, and then I come, and then if I just wake up, roll out of bed, and go to my desk and start working, I can feel my body not burning as many calories.
Yeah.
I can just feel everything kind of just like just squeaking barely along. If I go to the gym, if I wake up early, and I wake up and I like go, screw you computer, I close my laptop so I don't get like, cause I'll like mesmerized, I go over there and get up for like an hour. And I just run out the door, go to the gym and come home. I'm like munching on stuff the whole day while I'm working, and I'm like moving around, I have more energy. So regardless, you need to eat. Don't ever go to bed hungry, that's when your body's repairing. If you're hungry, eat. Just eat enough to be satisfied. Alright, probably spent a little too much time on that question,
it's okay.
We love you guys, so.
I want to mention our next question is from Super Bowl winning Aaron Rodgers. No, we didn't have their name, so we just put Aaron Rodgers in there. So we're gonna pretend like he sent us a little question.
Probably was Aaron Rodgers. So.
Yeah, right?
Because it's a question about how awesome we are.
And shoot.
My question is about an issue I get in the gym when I dumbbell bench press, flat or incline. On my first or second set, when I'm reaching till failure, my left arm tends to shake a little, mostly in the bicep area, and will eventually collapse if I push that too hard. This never happens with my right arm, and I'm right-handed. Is this because my left bicep may be slightly weaker than my right and therefore giving up first, or is it a stabilizer muscle related? Or is it stabilizer muscle related? It's not a huge problem, but I feel like it's stopping me from fulfilling working out my chest to failure as my left bicep is failing first. I've been training for about 2 years, been serious for the last 8 months. Will this go away as I get stronger?
So he said dumbbell, right? So the dumbbell's coming in like this?
Doesn't matter what he does, but yeah, dumbbell pressing.
Okay, so when he's dumbbell pressing, the dumbbell's coming down on his chest just like this.
Yep.
And he made some good points saying, you know, is it my bicep or is it a stabilizer?
And it's not like he just started training, so his body doesn't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. He did just start training?
He's been training for 2 years, 8 months. 8 months seriously.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, you know, he had a good point, like I said, with the stabilizer thing. And a lot of people don't focus on doing stabilizer work specifically when they start working out, which is actually what you should do, and any good trainer will tell you or will show you how to do. They'll work on your stabilizers first, because you can't do much if you can't stabilize weight, especially external weight other than your own. And then the bicep thing,
I think
maybe.
There's a couple things that could be going on. I've noticed a lot of people when they dumbbell press, they don't pay attention 100% to their form, and they kind of just do it, and someone spots them and they just help when they need it. But if you're not like this when you press, if you're coming up and coming down like this, so your arms are bending as you come in, that's gonna hit your bicep. And if you're already weak or you're fatigued from working out, and you're coming, I'm bending over like this, you can see, and you're coming down like that, I mean, that's not how you bench press. You're putting a lot of pressure on your shoulder, you know, all the weight's not going to your chest like it should be, and it could easily come in, you know?
So we want to go ahead, put your arms back up, so we want to bring that down.
You want to bring your elbows down and
maybe
your arms out.
A tiny bit, just for this guy.
If you can, Aaron Rodgers, if you could have someone spot you and make sure that when they are over you on the bench and looking down, that your body looks like this, and you're pressing up like that, there shouldn't be a problem. But if your elbows are like this, and you're coming up like that, you're going to tear up your shoulders. That could even be causing some of your issue. Yeah. Maybe it's not even your bicep. Maybe your shoulder's saying, this stinks, and then it ricochets towards your bicep, it goes up your arm, and you just go...
So show me that position again. Now show me the bad one.
Bad one.
So right here, this is a little bit tougher because his shoulder blades aren't able to pull back the right way. But when you go into go down just a little bit, and now if you pull your shoulder blades back, that that will feel a lot better. And you can see it immediately how much stronger Scott would be in that position. That's level with his chest.
Well, and watch people at the gym. You'll see so many people benching like this, and everyone complains about their shoulders hurting and things not working right. So, Aaron, what I would do, it could also be a mental thing. You need to push through this. Get a spotter. Say everything's perfect. If everything's perfect and you're still coming up and you feel like your arm's giving out, mentally push through that barrier. Have a spotter hold your wrist, but don't. Whenever you can spot people by their wrists. Elbows is probably the best way to do it, but in this case, if his bicep gives out and you push his elbow up, he's still going to drop a dumbbell on his face.
Good point.
So if you grab somebody's wrists like this, so this is Sean's.
Right around the wrists.
If you grab like this, don't squeeze because it'll make his hand come in.
Yeah,
see how I'm making his fingers go? You barely go around his wrist and just use your thumb and your fingers to push up lightly, okay? Have your spotter do that for you and see if that helps. Make sure your spotter is also smart enough to understand that he's lifting you up, not going like this.
Yeah, not squeezing your.
Because most spotters, when they spot the elbows, if they don't do it properly, will push your arms together like that instead of pushing straight up. So straight up, not in.
One last tip I'll throw in. If you're not working stabilizers or if you haven't done a lot of stabilizer work, one quick workout you can do. You can try doing push-ups on a fitness ball, and just holding a push-up stabilizer on a fitness ball, and because you're going to be working a lot of this stuff, you'll see it shaking when you hold it, especially if you're doing a press all the way down and all the way up, and you'll get some good stabilizer working if that is the case.
Yeah, I was doing some isolation holds today actually with 315. My arms are shaking.
Oh, just holding it up. Yeah.
Well, if you guys know isolation, their isolation holds is exactly what it sounds like. You're just isolating and holding it in one spot. So I want to get my bench heavier, so I put 315 on the bench, and I was grabbing it at a closer grip, and I was just lifting it off, and then I was sticking my chest up and pushing my arms out like this, and holding it in the air for 20 seconds straight, just breathing regularly.
Holding one contraction or multiple contractions?
Just holding 315 above me like this. Like 20 seconds is a long time, guys. 1, 2.
Yeah. So next time when he goes to bench, doing 225, 255, 275 won't feel that bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now I'm benching 225 for like sets of 12, and I want to get it up, and I want to be benching 350. There's no reason why at 170 pounds I shouldn't be able to bench 315. 6 reps.
Yeah, and you just haven't practiced yet. Once he practices, he'll beast out on it.
I used to be able to do it at least twice, but traveling and everything else, and not having.
Plus, you love dumbbell work. I like dumbbell work too.
Yeah, I love dumbbells. Like I'll grab the 120 dumbbells and do them like nothing, then go over to the bench and be like, "What am I doing over here? I don't even know." But like it's a mental game, guys. But that's Scott and Sean, episode 10. We're really excited to be in our studio. We have 7,000 square feet to play with here. You guys haven't seen the whole studio yet, mainly because we don't want to show it to you because it's not done. Well, once it's done, you guys get a closer look. So thanks for tuning in. More questions coming to you guys soon. I'm going to try to do this bi-weekly. Anything else you want to add?
Thanks a lot, guys. Keep it up. Leave your comments
Didn't
below.
even say nice haircut to me in the beginning of the video. I got a haircut today. He didn't even notice.
You look marvelous.
He didn't even notice when I got here. Talk about
what about my haircut?
For your face. Your beard looks a little smaller than it did in the last one.
Trim, slim.
Oh no, you're gonna disappoint all your fans who love your beard.
I'm still Chuck Norris's son.
They're gonna say, "What happened?" If you don't know what we're talking about, go to Ask Scott and Sean episode 9. Sean's beard's like out to here.
Zach Galifianakis is my long
Zach
lost
Galifianakis.
cousin, and Obi-Wan's my great granddaddy.
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you guys later.